Peace.
Peace.
This is Joshua Miller Law, Mr. PhD. You're just now entering the cipher called Real2reel360. KYs.
Peace, God.
Bring that beat in, kid.
Indeed.
Peace.
Yeah. What's going on, party people? Welcome to the Real2reel360 show. Let's get it in. We do the knowledge of wisdom so you can understand. Real2reel360 shows in full command. We changing the game for how it always taught. From bondage to freedom to an independent thought. Yo, the show is here to bring about a change for real. To lighten everyone so we all know the deal. 360 degrees is a fact. We created the show to give our love back to our communities so we can know what's going on and give them the support from knowledge to born. So if you're ready to learn, then it's time to go. Sit back and relax and enjoy your show. Peace.
Peace in the name of Allah, to Allah's mighty 5% nation, the gods and nurse to all the human families of the planet Earth. We bid you love, peace, and happiness. High salute. I am DJ KYs, aka Kato, the Black Superhero. Welcome to another high and explosive, energetic show for Real2reel360. We got a great one for y'all this evening, so sit back, relax, and take notes. And all men, if you ain't got the proper brim, you don't fit in, because trust me, when you see this man come on with it sliding, it's up and dandy. So get your epic on and let's roll out. But let me bring on my co-host with the most, man. He's going to do his thing. It looks like we got a little bit of trouble with the Facebook once again, but we're going to be all right. We're going to do it, make it happen. Let's go. Bring them in.
Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Sure enough.
But who am I?
Joshua Miller Law.
Who am I?
Joshua Miller Law.
I can't hear you.
Joshua Miller Law, Mr. PhD.
Peace to all our followers, likers, and subscribers, man. I see Facebook is Facebooking. But that's one thing about Real2reel360. Facebook don't stop nothing because we show and prove on all social media platforms. We're on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. So wherever you want to get it, you can get us. You know what I mean? But today it's finna go down regardless to whom or what, man. You know what I mean? So, ladies and gentlemen, we have this man coming straight out of Florida. Not out of the SIP, K. Out of the Florida area.
He coming out. He coming from hurricane season, ain't he?
He coming straight, and he bringing that brim game with him. You understand what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it together for my brother, Mr. Durrell Ruger. Let's go.
All right. How you doing out there?
What it do?
What it do, brother? How you doing? Man?
I'm doing fabulous, man. Being blessed every day.
Man, I want everybody to share this interview right here. Share this interview because it's definitely going to be informative. Now, Mr. Ruger, could you just introduce yourself for a second right now to all our followers and likers and subscribers?
Yes, sir. Hey, my name is Durrell Ruger, and I'm hanging out with my man Jay and my DJ this evening. From Jacksonville, Florida, by way of Savannah, Georgia. So I am a Georgia boy and a Florida boy combined. The best of both worlds. Bringing you R&B, Southern soul. So I'm bringing it all to you. I hope you enjoy this tonight and enjoy my music.
Now, what made you go into the music industry as a whole? When did you start, and what made you go into the music industry?
Well, I started at a very, very young age, singing in the choir before double digits. And then my brother, he was a bass player in the band, and then I messed around, played with his bass a little bit. And instead of, running the little brother off, he said, if you're going to play it, you're going to play it right. So I started out there, singing and playing bass for years. I call them eons now. But from there, just out hanging around, and went from there to playing other instruments, guitar, a little bit of drums, a little bit of keys. Moving from there, building studios and recording in them. So, I've done a little bit of everything in the music industry.
Now, what was your first professional song that you created in the music industry?
my first creation was called Summer Groovin'.
Mhm.
And this is after I've done a lot of, uh, investments into other people, helping them with theirs. Summer Groovin'
Mhm.
was my personal first one.
Now, when when you was working with other individuals, what was it about working with them that said that you wanted to step out on your own?
Well, they wasn't sure about where their path was going. I had some people that was, really getting into it, and then all of a sudden walked away from it, said they wanted to try something different. So, I was like, okay, so I left it alone for a quick minute, started playing bass in church, which I still do today. And now decided I need to do me. I've been doing
Mhm.
everybody else for so long, it's my turn.
Right.
Hmm.
Now, as a artist, how important is it to not only just believe in yourself, but also invest in yourself and having a support system that can help you along the way?
Oh, it's very important that you believe in yourself because you can only put your best foot forward when you
Mhm.
believe in yourself. Also, having that support system, I mean, and that's including your family, a good manager, a good, promoter, all those things work hand in hand so that you can get the best out of what you're trying to do.
Now, when we talk about music as a whole, do you prefer to be on the business side of the music or as an artist?
Well, I've been on both sides and I enjoy being on the artist side, but knowing the business. So it's kind of a twofold. I love being on the artist side, but knowing the business is very important.
Now, what are some of the things that about the business itself that you could tell younger artists that's coming up when it comes down to their paperwork and things of that nature?
Well, there's a lot of paperwork that goes into it. I started out back in the day with this Bible called This Business of Music, just learning the business. But as far as you wanting to create, don't be afraid to create. Don't be afraid to get with a really good producer.
Mhm,
As far as your paperwork goes, make sure that all of it lines up. If you wrote the lyrics, you wrote the lyrics. Make sure your producer gets his part. He wrote the music or whatever, or it's
mhm.
a total collab down the middle. Make sure everybody gets their part. That means that you will succeed.
Now, as a now you worked as a artist, a producer, and also in what I'm saying, far as I take like managerial positions. But far as producing and engineering, what is the difference in mixing and mastering and a raw cut when it comes down to the music?
Well, a raw cut is just something that you put out mostly just for to get your own feedback, to listen to it, to tighten up whatever might be missing in the song or or need to be taken out the song. When you go into mastering and mixing, that's getting the sweetness out of it. That's when you EQing everything, making sure that your voices don't pop or that you get the hits out, you get your S's out, all of that. Now that's a whole different line. Most of the time, I like to say, get with somebody that's all they do
Mhm.
is master.
Now, I know I spoke with a lot of artists and they talk about the mixing and mastering. How what is there a specific type of engineer that's best for mixing and mastering songs, or can any engineer just do that type of job for your music?
No, 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 no. There's several types of engineer. A regular sound engineer, a house engineer, he
Hmm.
won't be able to give you that sound that you're looking for. You want someone that's doing mastering, which
Hmm.
knows, how to put that curve in it that you need.
Hmm.
When I say curve, it might be just your EQing of your
Hmm.
voice, making
Hmm.
sure that you have any exciters on there or any compressors that might be needed. A house engineer, a sound engineer, or what they call an outboard engineer, they might not
Hmm.
get that. They might not hear it because a lot of times they're mixing in mono for a live sound.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Now, because I was trying to figure out, like, because I know, like, with a lot of artists, they have their producer, and some producers can mix and masters, and some
Mhm.
can't. And I
Right.
didn't understand the difference, so I'm glad you clarified that for us. Now, as an engineer or producer, were you able to mix and master your songs?
Yeah, some of them I did, and some, were like I couldn't get it right, so I sent it to a professional to get it done. The one that, that's what they do for their living. That's what they do.
Okay. Now, the very first song that we have, Mr. Ruger's, is which one we're playing right now?
Southern Soul Lady.
Southern Soul Lady. When you created that song, did you have help writing it? Shout out to all those in the comments right now that's over there on the YouTube. Appreciate y'all chiming in. Um, did you have help writing this song, or did you write this all by yourself? Or
No, I have a excellent producer by the name of DNA, the producer. You might have heard of him.
Mhm,
But the lyrics I wrote, and actually the lyrics came from something that my sister said, because I was saying I'm having
mhm,
trouble writing, and she says,
mhm,
"Well, write about your wife." And I said, "Okay, that's
mhm.
gonna be easy. I just write about how I met her." So it took 3 weeks to get her down, but I took 3 weeks and put them all into what, 3.5 minutes.
Okay, okay. So is that Miss Darlene Ruger that's in the comments right there?
That is my sister.
That's your sister? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so that was a conversation between you and your sister
right.
about your wife, because I see a Miss Ruger in the comment section right here.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this song together. Okay, let's go. We knew
Let's
you.
get it.
Let's
Oh
get it.
man, it's been one hell of a week. But it's Friday. It's time to freshen up, hit the club, and find my girl. I walked into the club, got my swag and I'm looking good. Got my money and my bourbon tonight. All I need is my lady. I saw this girl standing by the bar, shaking her hips to some old school song. All dressed up in a sexy red dress. The girl was looking, ooh, so fresh. She's a southern soul lady. She's blowing my mind. She's out of sight. She's a southern soul lady. She moves her body from left to right. She's a southern soul lady. That girl, she whets my appetite. She's a southern soul lady. She moves her body from left to right. So I said to that girl, baby, won't you give me a try? We can dance to the early morn, and maybe later we can get it on. See, it's Friday, and the club is jumping. The DJ's playing my favorite song. You can be my cinnamon, baby, and I'll be your meeting gravy. She's a southern soul lady. She's blowing my mind. She's out of sight. She's a southern soul lady. She moves her body from left to right. The way she walks past my table, oh, I can see it's moving. That girl, she's so mesmerizing. I like to see that juicy wiggle for me. She stepped to the left, she stepped to the right. She moves her body from side to side. With a smile, she paused and turned for me. That's how I know she's a southern soul queen. She's a southern soul lady. She's blowing my mind. She's out of sight. She's a southern soul lady. She moves her body from left to right. She's a Southern soul lady. That girl, she whets my appetite. She's a Southern soul lady. She moves her body from left to right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh man.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Man. So you took 3 weeks and put it into 3 minutes.
Yes.
When you presented this to your lady, to your wife, what was her response when she heard it?
She loved it. She
Especially
loved it. She loved
especially
every bit
knowing
of
it was about her.
Yeah. And she
Now,
could tell all the way.
we talking about, you know what I'm saying, your wife and your sister. How important is that support system when it comes down to your music and entertainment?
Well, having my wife and my sister in as far as my support system goes, is great because it frees my mind up to be able to go do what I have to do, knowing that they have my back.
Yeah,
So
is that
Now,
the point that she's trying to tell you, you ain't hitting that note right? Do it again. Do it again.
no, I don't have to worry about that part.
now, when you met your wife, was you already in the business, or you were just coming in, or?
When I met my wife, I was a small hiatus. I was in the business before I met her, and then during the time I met her, I kind of left that alone for a little bit. And then, I guess after I settled down, I said, let me get on back to work.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now, what are some of the pros and cons when it comes down to the music business itself as a artist?
As an artist, the pros is that you get to show off your skills, your talents, and show, pretty much what God gave you. And you get to make people feel good at the same time. Some of the cons, it's a little hard to break into the business, especially as a solo artist, if you don't know people that's already in the business to help you along. I found out that there's a lot of groups, and sometimes they will
Right.
let you in, sometimes they won't let you in. It's one of those. But that's about it. Everything else has been just a beautiful travel for me, and I'm looking forward to the rest of this journey myself to see how far it's going to take me.
Now, as an independent artist, how and which way do you distribute your music, and how much do you invest in the marketing and promoting of your music?
I distribute through DistroKid as far as my distribution. So it's going to hit Spotify, it's going to hit Apple Music, it's going to hit Tidal, and all the rest of those, Amazon Music. So it hits there pretty good. As far as my marketing goes, I have a young lady, Thunder Wine and Blues, that does a lot of my graphics work for me, and of course, just marketing on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, just to get it out there, And then I do shows around town.
Definitely. And Thunder Wine and Blues is Miss Shantice.
That's right.
Miss Shantice, yes. She's part of Rock the Block DJs. Yes. I know Shantice very well. She has her own podcast as well,
Right.
called Thunder Wine and Blues. Yes. I know her pretty well.
Good.
And she does a great show. She does a great show as well. And so that's how you market with the graphic designs and the social media. What as a artist, the entertainment part or the singing? Because a lot of artists, some are singers and some are singers and entertainers. And which part, what I'm saying, is Mr. Durrell Ruger? Are you the singer or are you the singer and entertainer?
I'm a singer, entertainer. So when I hit the stage, I'm no longer, just laid back, relaxed. I'm out there and I'm there to entertain the people as first. But having a good voice to do it. I mean, some people can entertain very well, but they don't have the voice, and then other people can sing, but they never move from in front of the mic stand.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I like to feel, I do it. I've been doing it for a while, so I'm a singer entertainer.
Now, being that you started before the double O's, that's where we're gonna go. We started for the double O's,
There you
and
go.
so you saw the transition. You saw the transition when it came down to selling music from the CDs to now what we call streaming.
Right.
Which which era of music would you prefer as a whole as an artist?
I would really like to go back to CDs, albums, and all of that, so people
Mhm,
can actually have it for theirs. It's different when like you have your, I'll say an album. It's different
mhm,
when you got that album. I still have an album collection, and they
mhm,
play better, they sound better over MP3.
mhm.
The highs and lows are not cut off, so you're not losing any of the sound when it comes to that. As far as distribution goes, yeah, it's a little harder with albums and CDs, but you know where your money's going and where it's coming from.
Definitely, definitely. I understand that fully. Thank you all for chiming in. Thank you all for chiming in. Shayla Shannon is in the building. Appreciate you. See you tomorrow on Real 360. Now, when we talk about the transition of the music, was it because I myself I love the CDs. I love the
Mhm.
cassettes. You know what I'm saying? That where I can put my hands on the music and read the credits and who's involved in things of that nature. Um, and also too being able to get a CD at the show
Right.
or get you know because now it's kind of hard to nobody has CDs anymore or have and definitely don't have cassette players. So as a artist, as we always say, as a artist with the streaming, how beneficial is it with the streaming? Because I know that you can get overseas a lot easier, if
Mhm.
I ain't mistaken.
Yes, you can.
Then so is it a lot easier for us the distribution and broadening your audience when it come down to streaming?
Yes, it is a lot easier. Now, if I'm doing an event or a show, I
Hmm.
still provide some way that they can take something home with them. I have a case full of thumb drives.
Hmm.
And sometimes I actually pick up some of the older crowd that still wants a CD. And, I bought about 50 or 100 of those and just keep them. I don't try to put them out, or some people still ask, do you have a CD? Here you go. You know, it's an
Right.
investment into me. So any way that I could please them, I try to.
Mhm. Now, because like I said, coming from that era of having CDs and cassettes, and now you're dealing with streaming. I know, like we was talking about, streaming is easier to broaden your audience as far as overseas and things of that nature to get into that market. But when you're at your show, like you stating, some people still want that where they can put their hands on
Yes, want something
and
tangible.
want some tangible, and they become collector's items, you
Right.
know,
And they become
because
fans.
they become fans at that moment. Now, is there a bond between the artist and the fan when they receive the hard copy of the music more so than it is with the streaming?
Yes. I mean, that it's more personable then. So now you get
Hmm.
to talk to them, they get to talk with you, and you
Hmm.
get just chop it up with them for a few minutes, maybe sign it if it's a CD, even if it's a thumb drive. You get to talk to them and tell them about it or whatever. They might say, "Well, I only heard 2 songs." Well, here's the
Hmm.
whole CD on the thumb drive. You can
Hmm.
talk to them that way. When I'm doing my shows, I really try to make people feel like, hey, I'm inviting you to my backyard.
Hmm.
So we're gonna have us a good time. I want you to feel at home. I want us to, have a good time.
Right. Now, the music itself, who was the inspiration for Durrell Ruger when it came down to music?
Music. Okay, so once again, my brother started me out at bass,
Right.
but I love me some Marvin Gaye,
Hmm.
Temptations, Smokey Robinson, all the older cats back then, and then coming up, I found that I like the style of Kim, uh, and people like that. Now, I like me some Marvin C. So I'm not gonna tell you no lie.
I do too.
So, coming up that way, then, I'm looking at Johnny Taylor and the rest of those cats, as I move into
Mhm,
this era that I'm in now.
mhm. Now, speaking of that, we always have the conversation of the difference between Southern Soul and R&B. Um, I feel, me personally, I feel that there's very, very limited or slight difference when it comes down to Southern Soul and R&B, just depending on what part of Southern Soul that you're singing out of. If you're
Mhm.
singing out of Southern Soul R&B, then that's R&B to me. If you're doing Trail Ride, that's something totally different. Um, what is the difference for you?
Well, I would say I'm more Southern Soul R&B,
Hmm.
for the simple fact that, I'm telling a story. All my songs have a message or a story behind them. Trail Ride is,
Hmm.
more fun. We're just going to
Hmm.
talk about it. We're going to line dance and we're going to ride a horse or ATV or whatever. It's more music driven, I would
Hmm.
put.
Okay. Now, the next song that we have is Dancing Late.
Mhm.
What was the inspiration behind that?
Yeah, that one's my wife also. Only
Mm.
because she loves to dance.
Okay.
Yeah, so anytime she can get up and cut a rug, as the old folks say,
Right,
uh,
right, right.
and dance. And so when I did the song and I received the tracks from DNA,
Uh-huh.
she immediately got up and started dancing. I'm like, okay, dancing lady, and that's where it came from.
Now, okay, well, let's get this here. Let's get this here popping. Let's go with Dancing Lady by Mr. Durrell Ruger. Let's rock. Everything all right? AK, everything good?
I think he's muted.
Yeah, I think
Pardon,
so.
pardon,
Yeah.
pardon me, pardon me. Here we go.
Well, it's finally here, the weekend, and we're stepping out to get away from all the stress that life has brought about. We work hard all week, and this time is just for us. Come on, get ready, I'll show you what it's all about. Cause no one's thinking about what they are going through. This place is jumping, call your friends and bring your crew. Have your whiskey or a glass of wine. An old fashioned would taste just right. The only way to find we're stepping out. My dancing lady, where you swing, where you swing. You are so amazing. We're stepping out. My dancing lady, on the floor. That's what I'm talking about. We're stepping out. My dancing lady, you're the one. See, you're the lady, my dancing lady. The way you move, it's intoxicating. Now that we're here, let's dance the night away. Just move your feet to my soulful southern sway. The night has come to take all your cares away. Just come with me, let's have a little foreplay. See the DJ's rocking, the ones and twos, the people dancing, two-step moving. Come and dance with me. Clap, clap to the beat. One time, dip with me. Turn around here, lady. Come along and rock with me. We're stepping out, my dancing lady, my dancing lady. The way you swing, you are so amazing. We're stepping out, my dancing lady, my dancing lady. You're on the floor, that's what I'm talking about. We're stepping out, my dancing lady, my dancing lady. You're the one, see you're the one, girl you drive me crazy. We're stepping out, my dancing lady, my dancing lady. The way you move, it's intoxicating. Clap, clap to the beat. One time, dip with me. Turn around here, lady. Come along and ride with me. Clap, clap to the beat. One time, dip with me. Turn around here, lady. Come along and ride with me. We're stepping out, my dancing lady, my dancing lady. The way you swing, you are so amazing. We're stepping out, my dancing lady, my dancing lady. You're on the floor, that's what I'm talking about. My dancing lady. You're the one, you're the one, you're the one. We're stepping out.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you that right there. AK, you got to run that one back, man. You got to run that one back, K. You got to run that one back, bro.
I'm ready to dance. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what we always tell everybody, don't meet me on the dance floor. Beat us there. Let's go.
That's it.
Hey.
Well, it's finally here, and we're stepping out to get away from all the stress that life has brought about. We work hard all week, and this time is just for us. Come on, get ready, I'll show you what it's all about. Cause no one's thinking about what they are going through. This place is jumping, call your friends and bring your crew. Have your whiskey or a glass of wine. An old fashioned would taste just right, the only way to find. We're stepping out, dancing lady, my dancing lady. Where you swing, you are so amazing. We're stepping out, my dancing lady, my dancing lady. You're on the floor, what I'm talking about. We're stepping out, my dancing lady, my dancing lady. You're the one, see you're the one, girl you drive me crazy. We're stepping out, my dancing lady, my dancing lady. The way you move, it's intoxicating. Now that we're here, let's dance the night away. Just move your feet to my soulful southern sway. The night has come to take all your cares away. Just come with me, let's have a little foreplay. See the DJ's rocking, the ones and twos, the people dancing, two-step moving. Come and dance with me. Clap, clap clap to the beat. One time dip with me. Turn around here, lady. Come along and ride with me. We're stepping out, my dancing lady. The way you swing, you are so amazing. We're stepping out, my dancing lady. You're on the floor. That's what I'm talking about. We're stepping out, dancing lady, my dancing lady. You're the one, see, you're the one. Girl, you drive me crazy. We're stepping out, dancing lady, my dancing lady. The way you move, it's intoxicating. Clap, clap to the beat. One time dip with me. Turn around here, lady. Come along and ride with me. Clap, clap to the beat. One time dip with me. Turn around here, lady. And ride with me. We're stepping out, my dancing lady, my dancing lady. The way you swing, you are so amazing. We're stepping out, dancing lady, my dancing lady. You're on the floor, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. You're the one, you're the one, you're the one. We're stepping out, my dancing lady.
Yeah, come on. I'll play.
Come on, man. That's the
Yeah.
swing out. That's that two-step
Sir.
music right there.
That's it.
Woo-hoo.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
that make you go find your Ferragamos right there. Put
Yeah.
them Stacey Adams on, man. Man, that's smooth. That was real smooth, man.
I appreciate that.
When you're into the mode of creating music, is there an objective that you have that you want to present, or you know what I'm saying, how you want to present your music or how you want your music to sound?
Yeah, I always want to present my music for people to enjoy, to want to move to. Or the latest thing, I write my lyrics so people have something to listen to. Either it's going to make them feel good, make them think about their relationship, make them get a reaction, a positive reaction. And I always say, I try to write my lyrics to the point where, if my bishop wants to listen to my music, he can. So I want everybody to be able to join it.
Mm-hmm.
What they say, from 8 to 80.
Definitely.
I want everybody to be able to
No.
enjoy it.
Now, when it comes down to creating the music, and we notice that a lot of times the music today doesn't fit an adult agenda.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't speak about love or relationship or man and women's social equality with one another. What is it about your music that fits that mold?
I write everything from the point of where I'm looking, where I'm standing, or where somebody I might know is standing, so that everybody can feel it. I mean, I want everybody to feel like they belong to this song in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Everybody can relate to everything that I write. Now, it might not be today that it relates to you, but it will happen that you will be able to relate to it. So, Dancing Lady, Southern Soul Lady, it's all about having a good time. And meet Southern Soul Lady, about meeting someone and that you find yourself crazy over. Dancing Lady, because there's a lot of women that like to dance. There's not a lot of men that dance. So Dancing Lady, they can,
Now,
you got a man
I will.
he can swing with her, or the ladies can get out there and line dance to it. So I write to where people can enjoy.
I think the reason why guys don't dance is because they don't make music, no dancing music. They make something else. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know what kind of music this is a lot of times that especially on the radio.
Yeah.
I don't know. And it gets to the point where it's sad that you have to go to internet radio, Sirius XM, Spotify, things of that nature to hear adult, you know what I'm saying, driven music.
Right. I
Because
had
growing up,
someone.
that wasn't us. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? We
that
didn't
wasn't
hide
us.
that.
Yeah, yeah. I had someone said one of the quotes on Facebook when my
Hmm.
song. Well, it was a Christmas song that I did. They said, "Finally, some good music," and I was like,
Uh-huh.
"Okay, I'll accept
Right.
that."
And just like my partner just said in the comment, Hood News, that's on day one. We grew up together from Shorties. He said the ladies make the men get out on the dance floor. So if she's out there, she dancing, he gonna want to get next to her. I agree with that.
Yes.
It's, he gonna want to beat somebody else to her before they get up and get on her, you know? So
Yeah.
it's the music, it's the whole vibe. Now, the songs that you created, it was created and you can tell that it encompasses love, relationships, your thoughts of your lady. Do you see that the tide is starting to change where more music is starting to go that way? Because if you notice there's a lot of R&B individuals coming into Southern Soul.
Hmm. There's a lot of, and that's part of the reason that it is going that way because all your older R&B artists that's moving in the Southern Soul, they don't know how to write no other way.
Hmm.
So I've been doing it for a long time. I just found myself there, and I've decided not to move to the other, to the other music. I like to
Hmm.
stay right there where, I've had people listen to my song twice. They said, well, the first time I was listening to the lyrics, I wanted to hear what you had to say. And then
Hmm.
now I'm going to listen to the beat. And most of the time it goes that way.
Right, right. Because I tell you like this here, Dancing Lady is beautiful. You know, Southern Soul Lady is a beautiful song. But those are songs that make you want to get out and dance or
Right. And you're not going to be
not.
concerned about the words.
No,
You know,
no,
it
not at
has
all.
that
And
it has that Chicago two-step
that
sound,
swing, yeah,
swing sound.
that
Make sure to
yeah.
say, "Hey, come on, let's get to this
Let's
floor,
do
baby."
it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It has the drill to say, "Man, you know what? I'm gonna grab me one of them beautiful things over there. Let's say, come on, you want to swing?
Come
Let's
on.
go."
Man. Yeah.
That's what your music is alluring to. That's what we're
Right.
trying to get it
One of them
back to.
Dapper
All
Dons.
these punk ass men out there that's scared to dance with a woman, man. Challenge yourself. Be
There
real.
you go.
Stand up. Get your backbone back, man. Come
That's
on.
And
it.
Tell
let's
it like
take
it is.
let's like I noticed a lot of people that do their songs talk about let's take it back to the 90s. Let's take it back to the 80s. Whereas we used to dance in slow drag. You understand what I'm saying? And
Right.
be whispering
Put
in
that red light
be
on.
whispering in that ear. Put that red light special on that type of music. Don't get me wrong, I love the 90s. But that 80s music where is that slow dance, I don't think cats know how to slow dance anymore. Do they? Do they know how to slow
That
dance?
would be interesting.
Because you haven't heard any slow drag music so long. You know what I mean? Nothing against the swing out because you get a chance to dance with them. You know what I mean? But that slow dance,
Yeah, that
that
hold her
pulling them
close.
close to you, that hold the close where you can get off in that ear and if you can woo 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 in that ear, you know.
There you go.
It's just a little different. So
Right.
that's the feel that I get from your music. Not necessarily it has that swing out, it has that stepper sound, but it also has that red light special sound, like Mr. Midnight just said. You know what I
Oh, yeah.
mean? That
Shout
you
out to
can
Midnight.
get close to her. Yeah, shout out to Midnight. That you can get close to her and speak them soft, sweet nothings in her ear. Back in the
Right.
day, we used to say shooting game. You know what I
Shooting
mean? But
game. Look, I try to
hey,
make
man.
my lyrics where they can repeat them to a female. Hey, I'm just gonna say these words to you.
Right, right. But that's that 80s. That's that 80s when you was on the phone, you played the music in the background. You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
You setting that mode up. You know what I'm saying?
That's when we wrote down the lyrics and we get on the phone. Like, girl, you know how I miss you.
Yeah.
You just don't understand. All I ever wanted to do. You know, man.
Right.
He's so romantic.
I've been listening to this song all day long. I couldn't do nothing but think of you, girl. Listen to this words. This is me and you right here. And making them mixtapes like that. But that's the type of vibe that I get from your music. It takes me to what they say is a happy place in life. Look at your sister. Look at your sister. Look at your sister now. She's gonna tell us to stop.
We just tell them the truth. That's back in the days where you hang up. No, you hang up. No, baby, go ahead and you hang up.
That's it.
Right, we're gonna hang up together. 1, 2, 3. You ain't hang up. Go. No, come on. We have a good time.
And that's when her mama get on the phone. Both of y'all hang up.
Paying this bill.
Oh, you forgot one. Remember having the music playing behind your voicemail?
Yeah. Yo,
Yeah, you get that slow music going on. Hey, it's there.
This is Josh and Mel. I'm sorry I'm not here right now, but if you could leave your name and number, I'll get back with you. And then you just leave off with that slow joint.
There you go.
You remember the first email, the real email, right? Was you put whatever you wanted to say to the girl, and you make the paper airplane, and you across the room.
Oh, okay. That was airmail.
That was airmail. Yeah, that was airmail.
Special delivery.
Special delivery. That's that type of vibe that I get from that. And I wanted to ask you, what I'm saying, when you sit down and you write your song, do you write them first and then listen to the music, or do you write it to the music itself?
I actually write to the music. So, if I hear something and it grabs me right away, it's got to grab me right away, first 15, 20 seconds in. If it grabs me, then I go in further into it, because now I'm listening to it and it's almost talking to me, if that makes sense. The music actually talks to me. And then I go to writing.
Now, what is your fondest memory about being on stage?
Oh, my fondest memory was actually seeing everybody sing along with me. So, and it was my song. So that made it extra special. And the fact that everybody was up and dancing and having a good time. There wasn't no wallflowers. Even the guys was trying to get out. There was no wallflowers. I mean, everybody was out there trying to do something.
Now, that, going back to your music again, back in the day, we used to go to the parties together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guys would go to the parties together. Girls would go to the parties together. But nobody had the intentions to leave the party with the individuals that they came with.
Blue light parties, isn't it?
You know what I'm saying? Nobody had them type of intent. Yeah. Everybody was trying to walk that special someone home, or whatever the case may be. So,
right.
Do you feel that your music brings that back to, us as a people?
Yes. Most of my songs are written so that, a guy can sing it to a woman. 90% of my songs are that way, especially the slow songs. Something that everybody can sing along with, you can groove together. Now, I can only go so far. Now, the guy still got to have his own game. But I can get him there. I can get him there.
Hey, definitely. Hey, Hood News, you remember we used to go to the parties together and be saying, I ain't leaving with you. You got to get home the best way you can, because I ain't leaving with you.
The real deal was when you
But
used to go
that
with
was
your
a
homies to the
period
club,
in time
spot, and be like, who gonna get the most numbers tonight? See, that's how you proved you're mad, or who's gonna get the most numbers. gonna get the
Yeah.
fly girl to get us, so they start bragging about it.
That one too.
Well, nobody got no 1-800 number. Man, those were some good days, man.
Word.
Good days.
You know what I mean?
I would love to try to bring back my music.
But that came about with, you know what I'm saying, the music itself. All the music itself talked about relationship, love, whether, you know what I'm saying, whatever the situation is. Right. See, Hood News, remember what I'm talking about, because we used to go to the parties together. So, being that was the situation, you know, how do you think, like, outside of yourself, that we can change the way the music is being dealt out today? Look at that singing it. Hey man, quit telling my style over there. Quit telling my style.
Well, I guess it's up to the artists to help the people out. The artists need to come up, come on back and bring out some really good music that, some woo-in music, some woo. Some of that, some of that people, see, it ain't got to be the music exactly. All it has to do is have that same feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Something that make, women want to be more than where they at.
Right.
Alone.
Right.
They want to be with somebody there.
Mm-hmm. The music made a person fall in love. Whether she fell in love with him tonight or she fell in love with him forever. That certain song, there's always been that certain song that if you catch at the right moment, it did something to her.
Mm-hmm.
And what about the wordplay? What about the wordplay when it comes down to the music for love? How has that changed?
Well, it has changed quite a bit from where I remember it. I write still from, I still want to woo this woman. What can I say to her? Or basically, if I already got her, what can I say now? So it's always, as they say, when you get married, you don't stop dating. So my music is going to make you date, going to make you go out, going to make you do something. That might make you go to, to your room. If you know what I mean.
Hopefully.
That's part of waking
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Better part of waking up.
Definitely, that's the best part of waking up. Now, now we have one more of your song, and it's the newest song that you have, right? And when you made "You Got Me," was that another song directed to your wife?
It was inspired by my wife, but I wanted something that everybody could grab hold to. All the fellas can grab hold to it and take it to their ladies, or their soon-to-be ladies. So the song is simply "You Got Me," and I just my. I want to be your everything. Sometimes you see that woman that you just want to be her everything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that one was inspired by my wife, but I created it for all the men to be able to say something to the ladies.
What you know about dancing with your eyes closed, Miss Darlene? Look at that.
Look. She's still waiting to exhale.
Waiting to exhale.
That's what she's talking about. She wanted that waiting to exhale moment.
She want that moment. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is "You Got Me" by Mr. Durrell Ruger. Let's go.
saw your love shining through.
Yes, I did, caller. I said hello to you.
Eyes and your gentle smile is so beautiful to me. In my mind, I think I found the girl that makes me feel you're the one I've been looking for. You're looking so good to me. You got me saying, my. I wanna be your everything. Love to see you smile when you hear me call your name. You got me saying, my. Girl, don't hesitate. I know that you want more. Don't you think you're right next to me? Tonight I wanna take you home with me, 'cause there's so much more love waiting for you and me. By the time this night is over, you're gonna be thinking about how I'm loving you. I'm gonna make you scream out my name. You got me saying, my. I wanna be your everything. I love to see you smile when you hear me call your name. You got me saying, my. Girl, don't hesitate. I know that you want more. Don't you think you're right next to me? Let's make love in the morning. Let's make love in the evening. Making love all through the night. Let's do it anytime it feels right. Come on. Let's make love in the morning. Come on. Let's make love in the evening. Ooh, baby. All through the night. Girl, you got me saying, my. I wanna be your everything. I love to see you smile when you hear me call your name. You got me saying, my. Oh, girl, don't you hesitate. I know that you want more. Won't you lay here right next to me? You got me saying, I want to be your everything. You know that you want more when you hear me call out your name. Oh, girl, don't you hesitate. I know that you want more.
Yes, so yes. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Man, you got to get, man, I'm going to tell you right now. If that song would have came out in my teenage and early 20s, I would have a project full of kids. I'm telling you right now.
Goodness. Not a project full.
That'd have been a project full. Because that song is smooth and it would have took me where I was looking to go. Right then and there.
There
You
you
know
go.
what I
That's
mean?
what I'm looking for right there.
It have took me right where I needed to be at that moment in time. But Mr. Ruger, I want to thank you for coming on because we're coming to the end of the show. And I want to thank you, but I want to give you an opportunity where you could tell people how they can book you, where your next show is, and how they can get your music.
Right. So you can find me all over your social media pages, Durrell Ruger or Sounds of Durrell, Darrell. Or if you like my music, want my music, you can go to Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, what's that? Amazon Music. I'm out there. If you don't want to go through all those pages, you can come to my website, which is DurrellRuger.com. And my next show will be March 15th, right here in Jacksonville at Illusions. So if you're in the area, come on through. Let's have some fun.
Man, like I said, man, make sure you go ahead and get your good shoe, the good shoes out. Get them Ferragamos.
That's it.
Get them expensive Stacey Adams. Don't get them dollar store face Stacey Adams. Go get them expensive Stacey Adams. Get them Ferragamos. Get your nice suit. And as you see with Mr. Ruger, get your brim because
Brim.
you got to have the brim. You got to have the brim. Ladies, get that nice dress. Get that hair. Get that wig whooped up. Make sure that lace front is lacing, and get you some shoes that you can dance all night with. Because I'm gonna tell you, when he get to singing, if them shoes ain't right, your feet gonna hurt all night. I'm gonna tell you right now.
That's it. We're gonna sweat some curls out too.
You're gonna definitely sweat some curls out. So, big bro, you know what time it is, man. Let's get it.
Absolutely. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Real2reel360. We'd like to thank our special guest, Mr. Durrell Ruger. Brother, it's been an honor and pleasure. You don't have a home away from home. You got a home right here on Real to Real. So if there's anything that we can do for you at any given time, man, just don't hesitate to call on us. And we'd love to have you back. So it's guaranteed. All right.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can also hear this illustrious good music like this here. It's now being aired on Real to Real 360 radio on Live 365. All right. And also a portion of this show will be aired on PUSO 82.3 FM, also streaming on Live 365, coming straight out of Ohio. So it's locked, it's cocked. Let's support this young man doing his great thing with his sound and music. Let's uplift and keep us going. Let's make it go. Network is the best part. So let's do what we got to do.
Yes,
definitely. Also, too, I wanna shout out our fallen brother that we lost yesterday, DJ Strong. I want to let you know, man, we miss you, bro. You know what I mean? We're going to hold it together. We're going to hold it down. Much love to you and your family. Peace.
Yeah, I talked to some of the camp. They want to come on. We'll talk about that later on.
All right.
And stuff. All right. Well, listen, we're going to be out of here. We enjoyed y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in and always being the best special part of Real to Real 360. And we'll see you when we see you. All right. Peace out. Darryl, stay behind stage for me for about 2 minutes if you can. Don't run.
Gotcha.
All right. Peace, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we starting to come to the end of the show. Right now, I want to take the time out and thank our guests for coming on. Also, too, we want to make sure that y'all listening and subscribing and tell a friend and keep sharing because we're going to keep bringing y'all the real content. You know what I mean? So, DJ K-Wise, my brother, take us up out of here, son.
True
Peace.
I want to give a big shout out to the nation of gods and nurses. To all the human families on the planet Earth, I say peace. But to our subscribers, those who continue to watch and listen to the show each and every time we come on, I give a big shout out of love, peace, and happiness to you. The peace of man, woman, and child of the you and I verse. It's time for us to disperse. We bring the best, not the worst. We thank you once again for tuning in to the Real 360. Bring a friend to hit that like and subscribe so we continue to grow to bring more knowledge and wisdom to you. Upon our show, you make it possible for us to do what we do. Now it's time